Come on, if you know that you serve a mighty God, put your hands together like this, y'all. Real big, real big, real big. Oh, yeah. Let's do it together, y'all. The voice of your thunder was heard in the heaven, yeah. Oh, the lightning, yeah. Oh, tremble, and the clouds poured out, and the sky sent down your arrow, yeah. Oh, trembling, I will meditate on all your work. I'm gonna tell the world, tell them about your doing, and who is like the Lord. There is no other one. He's a mighty God. Hey, there is no other God like you. Now, if you believe it, put them together like this, y'all. Hey, hey. I don't hear you making no noise out there. Do you serve a mighty God? Oh, your way was in and your path in great order. Yeah, your steps, no, they were not. Yeah, you reign. Yeah, yeah. Your way was in and your path, yeah, in great order. Hey, your steps, no, they were not. Yeah, you reign, reign, reign. Hey, on all your work. And I'm gonna tell them, I'll tell them how good you've been to me. Who is like the Lord? There is no other one. He's a mighty God. Hey, one more time, everybody say, I will. On all your work. I'm gonna tell how good you've been to me. Yeah. And who is like the Lord? There is no other one. And he's a mighty God. Hey, said you're a mighty. Oh, every time I turn around, he's an awesome God. When I think about how good he's been to me, he is faithful. Oh, he's a holy. Yeah, he's a mighty. Oh, he's an awesome God. When I think how good he's been to me, he's a faithful God. I don't know nobody like the God I serve. He's holy. Oh, he's a mighty and awesome God. He's a holy God. He's a faithful God. He's a mighty. He is an awesome. He is a holy. He is a faithful God. He's a mighty. He's an awesome. He's a holy. He's a faithful God. He's a mighty. He's a mighty. He's a mighty. He's a mighty. If you know that the God that you serve is mighty, you ought to make some noise in this building. If God's ever made a way for you, you ought to open up your mouth and show some signs in this place. Said he's a mighty. God. He's a mighty. God. I don't know about you, but he is. He's a mighty God. I don't know, but my God is. He's a mighty God. Do I have a witness out there that knows that he is awesome? He's an awesome God. Every time I turn around, he keeps doing it for me.
No, man, it is a great honor to be here. We were in town last night for, Did anybody get to come last night? No, man, it was a great honor to be able to be able to celebrate with this incredible city, this incredible community. Thank you, Pastor, First Lady, for allowing me to come this morning. Y'all dressed so cute. Y'all just shop. I came backstage back in the church. When I came back in, they were just so fresh. I thought I was going to have to go back and change. It's like that. But thank y'all for allowing me to come. And when I say thank you to all of you, I sincerely mean it. That I'm always humble when I have an opportunity to just stand in front of incredible people. I don't get a chance to get to church as much as I would like to, and so it's always a great honor to be able to wake up and come into a community of people and to be able to just be reminded of how connected we are just because of God's infinite grace and kindness. He's incredibly kind. He's incredibly gracious. And I love David's writings when he said that God does not treat us as our sins deserve. And it's a beautiful thing to know that he's more patient with me than I am with myself. And I am so thankful that we were able, myself, the Clark sisters, Todd Tribbett, Tamala and David Mann, and Israel Houghton, man, and the city came out last night. The city came out. It was between 7,000 people there last night, and it was just an incredible moment. And I was excited to come here with you to be able to just say hello and just to say how much I just love being in this part of the country, because there's just such beautiful people here. It's beautiful people, and I said it's beautiful people. And I do they need to sit down? They don't have to stand up. They can sit down. Oh, are you getting chairs? Okay. All right. I see a couple of chairs. Yeah. Let them sit down. I want them standing up on top. Y'all okay back there? Okay. All right. I don't want y'all standing long. I want y'all to get comfortable. But, okay. Well, I guess I'll talk about that. Well, I don't know if you've seen this, but I just released a documentary on YouTube that is a difficult story that I'm just now still experiencing in my life over the last 12 weeks, where I'm adopted. I was adopted when I was 4 by a 64-year-old woman named Gertrude. Somebody say Gertrude. Gertrude had a 4th grade education. She had a 4th grade education. She was born in 1908. And she adopted me, paid for my piano lessons by recycling newspapers and cans for me. And we want government aid, government cheese. But I don't know about you, but there is no greater government cheese, grilled cheese sandwich. Now, you can be bougie if you want to, but if you've never had a grilled cheese, government cheese sandwich, and you put some of that Texas toast in the middle of that skillet with some butter, be stopped up for weeks. And then put some bologna on it. Am I in the house, Doc? Am I in the house? Yeah, man. And she gave me what she had, right? She didn't have much. And what she did teach me, though, is she taught me about her friend named Jesus. And she would sing around the house, and she would be super intentional about her love for Jesus. I knew of my biological mother. She would come around a couple of times a year. And I met the man that I thought was my father when I was 6. I didn't see him again until I was 13. I didn't see him again until my first album came out. And by this time, I hated him because he showed up and wanted to be part of something that he never contributed to. And I had deep disdain for my biological mother because, in our communities, it's not uncommon for people to be raised by other folk, but their biological parents or family members may live right down the street. And it's a very painful thing to grow up and not know that and to feel that you're not wanted, or to know you're not wanted because the people that were supposed to love you, they were not there. And I grew up with a lot of insecurities, a lot of self-esteem issues. And I'm hoping I'm even talking right now to some young person right now that's facing some of the same dilemmas. I didn't have family, lived a lot on my own. I didn't do well in school. I've always been this height. You can laugh, it's okay. I've always been the kid. I couldn't do well in sports. I wasn't that guy, I was always trying to get the girl, but back in my day, the girl was always going for the light-skinned El DeBarge looking boy. But because back then light skin was in, But now chocolate brothers have come back. All the chocolate brothers make some noise. There's not many of us here, I see. The lady that adopted me, she died before she ever heard any of my music. She never heard any of my music. Gertrude. I have a sister. She spent almost 20 years in prison. We're the same mother, different fathers. So I come from all of this dysfunction as a young man. And now I'm 53 years old, and this year I find out that the man that I buried, that I hated, that I had to forgive, is not my father. That he was not my father, that my real father lived 10 minutes away from me my entire life. And he didn't even know. And after 2 DNA tests, my mother still denies that this man is my father. To this very moment that we're talking now, she still denies that this man is my father. If you get bored and have nothing else to do, it's about a 35-minute documentary. It's on YouTube. You can catch it. And I'm just talking about my life. I'm talking about this painful experience. But I do need for you to understand something very important. Very important for anybody in here that's facing that level of trauma and pain, because this is not just Kirk's story. This is so many of you in here. You've gone through these. You know people that experience. This is the Black American experience in this country. We were displaced. We were separated, given new names, new identities, and we're trying to find our way, and it can make you so mad and confused, and you have questions for God, and you have doubts for God. And the first thing I want to be able to give you the hope is knowing that you can trust God's heart when you don't understand his hand. I need for you to understand something very, 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 very important, is that God will not always make sense. And that is not a curse against God. We do not fear God, or we do not confuse the identity of God because we question, God, what are you doing? And I know many in my generation, we were taught to not question God, and we were not taught to have conversations with God. But that is counterintuitive to the whole scripture. We see great men like Job. We see great men like David that had their questions and their concerns and their doubts. If you cannot have a loving father that you can talk to honestly, then we do not understand the heart of the creator of the universe. He is not afraid of our doubts and our fears and our worries. And I know that we've been so programmed in church. I was raised in church. There's not anything that is absent from me at church. As a 53-year-old man, I've lived in church my entire life. I've studied apologetics. My father in the faith is one of the greatest theologians of our time, Dr. Tony Evans. Great master, doctor, teacher. Your pastor knows him. The country knows him as a great academic man. And he taught me when I first met him, it's hard to know God's love as a father when you've never had one. And so many of us have been programmed to be afraid and to think that God hates us because our life is so full of sorrow and defeat and shame and embarrassment. And it can make you question what is your purpose and what is your plan in life. But I want to let you know something very important, that those of you that have lived your life in the midst of the heat of life, there must be something so delicate and so great in you that God is doing a deeper purpose of what needs to be prepared, because your life is not microwavable. God wants to cook something deep inside of you that is not quick, because we're so quick to want these quick blessings, these quick miracles without process. And fruit out of season and fruit before it's ready will kill you. Do you know that if you pull a fruit off of a tree before it's ripe, it'll make you sick? So that means that before you stand in front of people, before you get that calling, before that purpose, you must go through the process. And we are so envious of the process. We want everything now. We want it already developed. But I want to let you know that development is necessary for the character that you need to handle what God is calling you to do. And that is what we're absent of. We're absent of character. Everybody looks good, but when you stick a knife in them, they ain't cooked well. It is very necessary for you to understand that the work that needs to be done has nothing to do with the external examples of what we try to exempt. It has nothing to do with how loud you shout and how loud you worship if you don't believe that when you walk out those doors, God got you. You got to have the confidence, and the only way you have the confidence is seeing him do the impossible in your life. And the impossible has nothing to do with the tangible material things. It has to do with how you think and being transformed and renewed in your mind. It has to do with the fear that has kept you captive. I've lived my life. I struggle with anxiety. I struggle depression and anxiety and fear all the time. All the time. You have no idea. Every night before I go on stage, I am losing it. I'm scared every moment. When it's time to do something in front of people, I have anxiety, I have fear. But I need for you to know something. Those of you that have struggled with fear, those of you that struggle with doubt, whatever, I need for you to look at somebody right now. Look at them, look at them, look at them, look at them. You can look because they are cuter than you anyway. Look at them, look at them. And I want you to tell them this: do it afraid. Sometimes we wait for our moments in our lives to be absent of fear before we move. You cannot wait for fear to be over for you to move and do the things that you know you're supposed to do. You must at times do it afraid. And fear does not mean that there's an absence of faith. Y'all missed that on that side. I said on this side. Fear does not mean that there's an absence of faith. Do not let the enemy fool you with thinking that you've got to be condemned just because you still have fear. That ain't got nothing to do with your absence of faith. We live in a world that is contaminated by the things that are counterintuitive to our faith system. And so you've got to be able to realize that you may not always feel fearless. But remember, feelings have no intellect. They connect themselves to whatever thought is taking place at that moment. I'll say it again. Feelings have no intellect. They connect themselves to whatever thought is taking place at that moment. In other words, what I'm saying is that when you have a feeling, that feeling is first navigated by thought. How many times have you gone to the Six Flags or to the theme park and you thought you were going to die on a roller coaster? Because that was your feelings, but you're still here. That means that you didn't die. But the feeling had to do with the thought that you were going to die. So that means that no matter what you feel, you've got to be able to make the decision that in spite of how I feel, and guess what? Love ain't got nothing to do always with a feeling. Love has to be rooted in a fact. And the fact is that God has a divine plan that he doesn't always reveal to you now. Because if you saw it all now, there would be no need for faith. Am I boring you guys? Are you guys listening to what your boy's saying? Because I want to let you know that we as people, we've got to realize that the power does not have anything to do just with this building. The power has to do with the God that you know being with you 24/7, loving you unconditionally. We were taught in my generation to always fear God. And I'm going to tell you something. Anything that's born out of fear is not sustainable. You can't keep nothing up long when you do it afraid. It's going to wear out. You've got to be able to move in the fact. And the fact is, before you even messed up, God loved you. I need somebody to be excited about that for me for a minute. The fact that before you even messed up, God loved you. So that there's nothing that you could ever do that will ever stop God from loving you. Do you know how comfortable it is that you can become in yourself when you get the full understanding of the unconditional, inseparable love of the Father? But we have been so programmed from colonialism that everything that we have to be done is done from the master's whip. That God gonna get you. You can't do this, you can't do that. Listen, who the Son... Watch this. To the point that it's hard for you to still believe it. It's hard for you to believe when you walk out those doors that no matter what happens, that God's love is not limited like man. See, we're so used to human love. Human love is based on performance. I love you based on what you do back for me. But the inseparable love of God is that God killed his son so you could live. That's love. It has nothing to do with them shoes, ain't got nothing to do with them with that ice you got on, ain't got nothing to do with them clothes, ain't got nothing to do with your floss or your flakes, it ain't got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with at your dirtiest, you are beautiful to your daddy. And I had to learn, and can you turn, you don't have to keep looping that. Because the more I look at that, the more I get anxiety. Yeah. You ain't got to loop it. I've seen it. I'm good. It is a difficult thing when you have a painful beginning. A lot of you in here have had painful beginnings. A lot of you. A lot of you are going to have painful presence. And it just seems like you cannot get over the hump. Every time you turn around, blow after blow. So many men in here have continued to try to figure out what love is because of the way you saw or didn't see love. So many women have suffered at the hands of men that already came traumatized. And guess what? I love Jesus, and I also go to therapy. You missed that. I'll sit over here. I love Jesus, but I also go to therapy. And guess what? Don't be afraid for you to take a chance to try as well. As I know the stigma of religion, I know the stigma of our culture and our community. When people think something's wrong with you when you want to go to, I ain't gonna go tell nobody my business. Yeah, I understand. That's how we were wired. But guess what? You still telling somebody your business by the way you act, by the way you respond. We know your business by the way that it comes out of you. So it would probably behoove you that the next time you want to buy that bag or the next time you want to buy that Birkin or the next time you want to buy them red bottoms, say that loot and go sit down on somebody's couch and process your pain. It's a thought. You already got a couple of red bottoms. You can probably do without one. And go process your pain. Y'all still with me? I understand that what I'm doing right now is not the most charismatic, emotional conversation, and I'm cool with that. Because I'm tired of seeing my people continue a cycle that continues to cycle, that continues to cycle. You don't know how embarrassing it is to be married and not always know how to show love. You don't know how embarrassing it is to have children and you have to pull from other things to learn even how to be present as a daddy. It's a very challenging thing. You don't know how hard it is to step, and God give you all these incredible songs about deliverance, but you feel bound yourself. I'm writing songs like Imagine Me, but you can't even really find it in yourself. Do you know how challenging that can be? To not love the you that you see in the mirror? But some of you feel it, some of you know it, some of you understand it. And I just want to encourage you as I close and just kind of maybe jump on the piano. I want to encourage you to not be afraid to trust the process. I know it's long, but you got to trust the director of your life. God is writing your script. God is writing your story. One of my greatest stories that I've ever heard, there was a documentary on the life of Michael Jackson. And it was after he passed. And the director of the Billie Jean video was doing a documentary. And the director of the Billie Jean video was talking about, because Michael was so talented, he was so gifted, that he had to be very intentional with Michael. He said he went to Michael's trailer right before they started shooting the Billie. See, I don't know about y'all, but I'm a Michael Jackson fan. I was a Michael Jackson fan. I'm talking about light-skinned Michael, dark Michael, big nose Michael, little nose Michael. I love my nappy hair Michael, lace front Michael. Y'all know Mike had a lace front. You know that one Michael great hair. Don't nobody want to grow nappy and then just got this nice smooth baby hair like that. You know it's lace front. But I love Michael. Love Michael. And so he was talking about, because how Michael was so talented, he went into Michael's trailer before the Billie Jean video. You guys remember the Billie Jean video? One of the most iconic videos ever, right? And so he said, I had to tell Michael, as I said, Michael, before we shoot the video, I want to let you know that before you get on the set, what I did is I put lights up under each one of those steps. And I put lights up under one of the steps, every one of the steps. So all you got to do, Michael, is follow my instructions. And every place I tell you to step, you step, and it's going to light up. Michael, don't be out there doing your own thing. Don't be out there running around with the little monkey, and, you just be doing stuff, okay? Michael, put the monkey down. I'm trying to talk to you. And Michael said, okay. And so he said, Michael, I need for you to do what I tell you to do. I've already pre-lit your steps. So get out there, follow my instructions. When the music starts, just do what I tell you to do. Step where I tell you to step. I've already got a light up on each step. Every time you take a step, it's going to light up. And Michael said, okay. All right. So they start the music video. How the music go? Let me hear y'all. Michael get out there, right? He took a step, right? And what happened when he took that step? It lit up, right? He took another step. He followed the instructions. He took another step, and it lit up. What if Michael started getting so cocky and so comfortable that he started leaning into his own understanding, started doing his own, and then he started doing it when nobody told him to do it? Guess what? If he stepped on a step just because he felt like it, if it wasn't the step that the director lit up before he got there, it wasn't going to light up. Because the only steps that were going to light up were the steps that were already pre-lit for him. I want to let you know that the psalmist said that before you were born, God already predestined you in your mama's womb. That every step that you take, that God calls you to take, you don't have to stress. You don't have to try. You don't have to worry yourself. You don't have to figure it out. If you just trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not to your own understanding, God has already pre-lit your steps. And every step you take will automatically light up. If you not lean to your own understanding, not think you so good, don't think that you so light-skinned or so brown-skinned, take that glove off, take them glitter socks off, and I want you to not lean to your own understanding. And here's the most beautiful part I like about it. The steps that God has planned and lit for you, they will only light up for you because it's your video. Prince couldn't show it up in Michael's video and the steps light up for him because the steps were pre-lit for Michael. In other words, don't you have to worry about nobody else taking your place. You don't have to worry about nobody else already coming in and messing up your plan. You know how we worry, if I don't make a move now, I'm going to lose it. You're going to lose it. Why? Because it was already predestined for you, that job, that calling, that relationship, that purpose. All you got to do is step back and remember the instructions of the director. If you agree with what I'm saying, somebody say, hee hee. I have no sense. Okay. Y'all want to do some songs with me? Okay. I have, watch this, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, there was a thing called a CD. A CD. Thank you, young man. Have you ever held one of those before? Have you? Interesting. On the new album, we did these special things on this album where we printed out some CDs. We use it as like a souvenir piece, or if you still have a CD player, this is the new album. When I'm finished, I'm gonna be right here, and I'm gonna sign these for you. If you purchase one of these, I'm gonna sign it and hug you, and you hug me back. Don't squeeze me too hard, I'm little. But would love to say thank you for your support and kiss your baby and just tell you how much I appreciate you and your beautiful family for allowing me to come through. Is that cool? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
We have 500 of these, and they're gonna go today. Can we let Kirk know that he's not gonna leave with any CD? So that means, Kirk, that somebody needs to buy 5, somebody needs to buy 10, and they need to bless somebody else with these CDs. Can we do that, Liv?
If that's what you want to do, you don't have to. I'm Gucci. I'm here to have fun.
We want to be a blessing.
And you guys already are. Thank you so much. That was funny. Do you know Imagine Me? Y'all don't even know that song. You know what? Where's the worship team? Where the people? Okay, stop the video and come up here and sing. You just sitting down video. Come on. Y'all gonna sing with me? I can't hear you. Y'all gonna sing with me? You know, y'all too quiet. Y'all gonna sing with me? Okay, you know what? Grab him. He can't be by himself. Y'all give him a microphone. And I just want to thank you for being my height. Thank you. Thank you. I think I may be a little taller than you. Come here. Rarely does that happen, so I'm very blessed. Thank you. That was worth the trip. Y'all gonna sing this with me? Y'all don't know this, do you? Y'all too young. Y'all don't know that. Sing it if y'all know it. Come on, sing. I want to hear y'all sing, though. Come on, come on.
I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold.
Y'all not singing.
No fame or fortune, no riches untold.
I'd rather
have Jesus than silver
Come on, Bishop. Come on, First Lady. Everybody go down. 3 parts. Okay. Y'all don't know, Bishop. Y'all don't know what y'all doing. Keep going up. Okay. You know, there was one more. There was. Melodies from heaven rain down on me. No, wait. Hold on. Wait a minute. If you're going to do it, you got to put some sauce on it. Y'all look like a Presbyterian white church. Y'all like, melodies from heaven. I want to see my people. You know how we do. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us. 1, 2, put some stank in it. Sing melodies.
Melodies from heaven.
Come on, black people. That's what I'm talking about.
Rain down on me.
That's what I'm talking.
Rain down on me.
Yeah, all in the balcony. Let me hear y'all.
Melodies from heaven.
Hey, put your hands together, too.
Rain down on me.
Come on, trauma.
Rain down on me.
Take me in your arms.
Take me in your arms and hold me close. Rain down on me.
Say it.
Rain down on me.
Feel me.
Fill me with your precious Holy Ghost.
Oh, y'all ain't gonna do it with your boy. Y'all ain't gonna do it with your boy. Come on, tennis. Rain. Tennis. Ladies. Check it out. Take it up. Melodies from heaven. Melodies.
Melodies from heaven. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Melodies from heaven. Rain down on me. Rain down on me. Rain down on me.
Hey.
Rain down on me.
Rain down on me.
Rain down on me.
Rain down.
Rain down on me.
Last time.
Rain down on me.
I know you ain't gonna remember this one. You ain't gonna remember this one. Y'all think you're fresh, but you're not gonna remember this one, yeah. Everybody, someone
Ask the question, why do we sing when we lift our hands to Jesus? What do we really mean?
Someone may be wondering.
Someone may be wondering when we sing our song.
Oh, y'all know the words, huh?
At times we may be crying, and nothing's even wrong.
Everybody, I sing because.
I sing because I'm happy.
Yeah.
I sing because I'm free.
His eyes on the sparrow.
His eyes on the sparrow.
Y'all not singing back there.
That's the reason why I sing.
Wave your hand and say, glory.
Glory, hallelujah.
I give the praises to you.
Give the praises to you.
Yeah, come on, church.
Glory, hallelujah.
You're the reason.
You're the reason why I sing.
You're the reason.
You're the reason why I sing.
Last time.
You're the reason why I sing.
Let's see. All right, I'm gonna give you one more. Let's go from top. Today's a new day.
Today's a new day.
There's no sunshine.
But there is no sunshine.
Nothing but clouds.
Nothing but clouds in the sky in the morning. Feels like a cold night.
Make up your own words. Come on.
Today's a new day.
Come on, drum up a blue sky.
A blue sky.
Where's the love and the joy?
Love and the love and the joy.
You promise. Tell me.
It's alright.
I almost gave up.
I almost gave up from a power that I can't explain.
Holy Ghost power, y'all.
Fell from heaven like a
Everybody,
shower.
get up on your feet. Get up on your feet and sing the chorus with me.
I smile, even when I hurt me, I smile. My God is working, so I smile.
Even though I've been
here for a while,
smile.
I smile.
Come on now. I'll tell you first, lady. Show what hate to see.
Show what hate to see that you are proud.
You look.
You look so much better when you
Let's go to the front. Oh.
oh, oh, oh.